Because this might sound mildly familiar to some people. Well, not this part specifically, but something that's coming up.
Ces jours de fête, le cirque est plein du haut en bas. Les spectateurs perdent la tête, les spectateurs s'interpellent, un gros fracas. Apostrophe grisée tapade, poussée jusque à la fureur.
Here it comes. And indeed, this is the chorus of this song, Chanson du Toreador, from the opera Carmen by Georges Bizet. And you know that's only half over, but I think we've the part that's important. So, having kind of gleaned that, some of you might be able to guess what's coming up next. Can you guess what I'm going to play tonight? Can you ever? I don't know how many guesses you get, but you better be guessing right now. Oh yeah, here we go. If you didn't guess an Untitled story, you got it wrong. Because, yeah, I was gonna do the fake out thing with Pathologic, but honestly I don't think the state of Pathologic as a streamable game is very good right now. Because, well, I don't know. I do want to do something with Pathologic eventually, but I guess I'm sort of dropping it, at least temporarily, because of reasons. I might come back to it on stream, or I might just end up doing a let's play of it, because I don't know, sort of letting people know that Pathologic is a thing is a bit more complicated than one could have anticipated. So now, right now, we're gonna play this thing called an Untitled Story. So not really called anything, technically. Made by a person whose name I've forgotten. I might be able to find out if I go to the credits. That guy. He also made a game called Jumper, which was the precursor kind of for Meat Boy. Or the Meat Boy series, but he also made this. Which I have never beaten, but... Oh, and of course the window size changed, that's nice. Just one moment as I try to resize this. Okay, that hopefully won't change again. Of course, I'm not counting on it. And it's asking me what my name is, well. Hell, I don't know what my name is, so... Don't see how this game expects me to know. By the way, I am still thinking and not casually looking up to my bookshelf to see if I can figure out something that I can rip a quick name off of, because I have a very limited imagination right now due to the horrible amounts of morphine that my brain is probably swimming in. Okay. That's my name. And speaking of Nightwalk, now we got this. We are an egg. And we get a pizzicato string when we jump. And also I have the feeling that the window resized itself yet again. Allow me to confirm this. Yes, it did. But now it's in its proper place. I don't mean that in the sense of morphine has been administered to my circulatory system, but in the sense that I merely am not in a non-drowsy state right now. I think my inability to come up with coherent words kind of illustrates what I actually mean. Probably should have mentioned the word morphine, but... yeah, this does seem like a game that people would have played by this point, since I think the person who made this at least 10 years ago. So it's Metroid-ish in a sense. You roam around, you platform, and you get your little power-ups that you can use to reach more places. Such as in the case of the ones we've collected already means jumping higher and farther, I think. You might be wondering too what these spots are all about, but we will find out about those in a bit. Right now though, we need to take care of this snoozing pink guy down here. He doesn't like us. Yeah. And the game helpfully prompts us to attack when he's stationary at either end of the platform here. So, a rather simple confrontation there, but I almost completely neglected to get that hard, but then I didn't. And for our efforts we get the power of the double jump. I'm not sure if we can use this to get back in there, but no, we can't. But now we can repeat our recent genocide of the snail people in our search for these pink things, which are apparently money of some sort. And we still can't do anything with those pots, but we'll get there. In the meantime, let's return to the beginning, where the statue for saving was. And head into this other cave, this deep tower that we apparently couldn't get to before. Should be some stuff up here that we want to get right now. At least that's what I figure. Oh yeah. Also notice this cleverly hidden nook, which apparently leads to the cold keep. Not sure if I want to go this way yet, but I will get this blue thing. To upgrade my jump height. And then head right back inside, because I do want to get hurt. No. However, you do get the option to dodge these cannons, but the blue projectiles can be deflected back at them, which is what we want. Because that thing that they seem to be protecting is something that we're after. In order to be able to progress our quest as an egg. But if we get a bit careless, it is easy to get hurt. But then we actually beat them, and now we can shoot fire by pressing shoot. No, that's not the shoot button, it's said. And with this fire we can destroy the pots that we've been encountering so far, and then I got crushed again. That's always a good progression of events. And this passageway remains up here. But I believe we're going to explore down here a little more before we head that way. Oh boy. So all these spikes can only mean good things. Not to mention the guy constantly shooting fire at us. But we finally have the chance to retaliate. And of course there's that heart up there, that heart upgrade. Which I'm not even sure if we can get at this point. Apparently we can. So we got a bit more health, not that it really helps since we lost quite a bit of it. And we lost even more trying to get that thing. Oh boy. So it probably should have been in our best interest to get to the cold... Actually, we can get to the cold keep from the higher end by just backtracking, jumping up these platforms. If I can get out right now, yes, I think I will save before I attempt to do anything else. And yes, apparently saving also restores your health, so that's quite handy. Also, the pots apparently respawn, that's handy. If you're grinding for stuff that appears in them, such as these pink things. And boy, I cannot get close to that thing without getting hit. So let me see if I can get to the hard thing that was hiding over here. Yes, I can. Oh boy. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be fun, doesn't it? Don't even know how I'm gonna get past this, but I'm gonna try. Of course, I didn't get hit by those things, but by the cannon, because my timing is way off. As I have a feeling it will be as I try to get past these things. Yes, it was. As I predicted. Also, I notice a small set of barely visible platforms, yes, appear. Right as I went into the screen. And apparently coming over here helps us unlock a new heist mode stage. Not sure why. Didn't even know what heist mode is at this point. But now we're in this little village with other formless, blobby beings. Which we apparently can't communicate with. we go over here, though, I do remember this. We can talk to this guy. And we can get this upgrades, I think, for this pink rubies that we've been collecting. Not sure what... I think with the blue things are more useful right now. But we still can afford one of the hearts, so let's get both of those. Hello. And find out what this thing is. Now we can grab red energy clusters to get a boost. Oh boy. That means we get an extra jump whenever there are red things nearby. I think this is a recycled mechanic from Jumper, which was the other guy that this person made, which kind of inspired Meat Boy. Oh, hold jumpers to grab energy. I somehow hadn't caught that. So we got 2 heart upgrades for the price of 1. And apparently there's a Farfall high school related discussion going on in the chat. I'd like to think my high school experience was kind of exceptional, if only for the fact that I didn't really hang out with anyone. But I wasn't actively ostracized for it. People pretty much just left me alone. And now we can teleport between save points, that's quite handy. In a little world map here. And I lost my train of thought regarding whatever I was talking about having to do with high school, and I'm fairly glad about that. I see theater being kind of mentioned. I guess I could mention that now that that's come up. Oh, I can't get past this guy. That's a shame. That means I climbed all the way up there for nothing. And I have the feeling I need to get all the way up there without being touched in order to get past that gate. Well, I guess if I'm gonna talk about theater, I should mention that the school I went to for primary and middle school, which was the same one, had a not in middle school but in primary school, had this thing where all the classes had to put on a school play each year. Participation being mandatory, of course. It wasn't very keen on individuality. Also got a jump height upgrade after dodging the stone people. So I ended up having to put on at least 6 school plays over the course of my life, but then that didn't happen in middle school, even though it was the same school. Apparently yellow energy is quite unique. And that was pretty much it for me and acting of any kind. At least until I went to high school. The first 2 years that I spent there, we had to take an art-related class of our choosing. Also, I kind of sense a boss coming up. And the first year I took a cinema theory class. The second year I took a theater class, which was technically... I don't know how I'm hurting this big stone guy, but alright. The theater class that was technically practical, even though I never participated in any place that they put up, if any. I actually wasn't paying attention. And also apparently this guy is fairly easy to dodge, but when he does hit you, it hits really hard. As evidenced by my death there. I did save here though, so that shouldn't be a problem. Not particularly keen on the fact that the window keeps moving each time it gets resized, which is more often than I would like. Oh boy. Well, I guess I'm gonna take a break from reminiscing about the horrors of years past in order to try to focus on beating this stone throwing guy here. Not sure how well that's going to go. Well, it's a little bit better than last time where I got hit every time I tried to jump. Seems the double jump didn't particularly work well. But now I'm getting hit even more. I'm pretty sure one hit more and I'm dead. So let's see if we can't beat the guy. Nope, of course we couldn't. Which means that the window gets resized and I have to move it again. So I guess we get to cheerfully reminisce on the days of the past while I try to make my way to the boss again. I've pretty much never been keen on acting, besides voice acting, I guess. I don't like the sight of my own face, so don't think I would ever like any kind of the other acting. The one that actually requires you to be seen. Of course. Well, I can survive one hit and then the next hit kills me. Let's see if that's gonna be enough for me to be able to survive the remainder of this fight. I would suppose not. Well, maybe if I can get one more hit in, but I don't know if that's gonna be possible. Well. Nope, of course not. Don't think I had a favorite course. Pretty much ever. Even literature courses I wasn't particularly a fan of because I don't particularly like the kind of literature that we had to read for those. And I've already gotten hit twice. That's a good start. Okay. 3 times. So one more hit and I'm dead, so I'm put in the same stalemate that I regularly am. Oh boy. Question of persistence is really the best course of action here. Don't think any school I ever went to had shop either. Don't think it had any kind of manual labor class, to be honest. Besides writing, that was usually laborious. Alright, so far I've gotten to face whichever one this is of the stone man without getting hit. Okay, gotten 3 hits in and haven't been hit once myself, so this might be it. I'm gonna accept that hit, because at least it wasn't egregiously unavoidable. Oh god. Alright, I think I finally beat this guy. Yep, it would appear that I did. Egg, please get the heart. There we go. I keep unlocking highest mode stages. I still don't know what it is. But you know, I'll take it. Also, something about this seems fishy. Oh. I was gonna say it would be too simple to just be able to jump over there without facing any obstacle of any kind, but I guess after that boss fight they were willing to give you a breather. So we got a new ability. We can now dash downward and... Oh, didn't realize I could do that. I was like, how am I gonna get out of here, but I guess now I know. So now we can break stuff under us. Is there anything else we can do up here? Apparently not, since we can't use yellow energy yet. Is there anything... Well, I see some obvious targets for our dash attack right here, but... Is there anything to the left that we can check out right now? Hello? Okay, welcome to my treasure chest. It says Keeper of the Treasure. A puzzle, you say? Every puzzle has an answer. Okay. We need to cover up the X spaces with squares, it says. Oh, I get it. I probably fucked up already though, since I didn't realize it. Oops. Didn't realize how this worked at first. But let me see. Okay, I'm seeing a fairly simple solution here. I wonder if it really is that simple. I guess it is. And the treasure is a bunch of goodies and a health upgrade. And I guess that's as far left as we can go. But before I venture down into the breakable floor land, I'm gonna go ahead and save one more time. So now let's check out what's down here. Apparently certain death if you don't know what you're doing is the answer. Oops. Oh god. Oh dear lord. Well, there goes half my health, I think. Oh dear lord. Pretty sure one more hit and I'm dead, but I guess we're past that now. Oh Jesus. And of course there's something there you can get if you make it all the way over here with full health, but of course we didn't. I have the feeling that's gonna be necessary too, judging from the warp they give you down here. So let's try that one more time, why don't we? Actually, you know what, let's try going down to the left this time. Yes, I did see that apparently there's some way we can go over here, or not. Can we talk to this guy? No, we can't. So I guess the only option now is just get hurt trying to make it over there, or maybe we can make it to the hole without getting hurt. Nope, that was just wishful thinking. I have a feeling that the notion that we can get all the way to the save point again and survive is gonna be wishful thinking as well, yep. So time to move the window again. There we go. And try the Spike Tunnel Challenge. For the first time now. Oh dear. Oh Jesus. Nope. Oh jeez. Really? I'm still getting used to the jumping controls in here, but there's a thing that we can't get still. Yeah, that sounds familiar, Lambs. Pretty sure the most advanced thing we ever saw in any of my tech classes, high school or otherwise, was fucking Visual Basic. Oh, of course. Still don't see how we're supposed to get to the top part of that spike ledge without getting hit. So guess what, we get to try it one more time. Nope, of course not. Oh boy. Well, at least we're not dying. That would mean having to resize the window again. And that would be the most non-fun-est thing of all. Because resizing windows is no fun. Oh dear, I think I finally made it. So let's find out what the fuck we've been trying to get this whole time. And also break the pots. Hello? Oh, Jesus Christ. The firing rate for this guy's weapon sucks. I have the feeling I should have gotten that before I broke the pots. Oh well. I believe that's pretty much all we can do down there. At least for the time being, since we can't use yellow energy yet. I do recall though that the guy over here with the shop had something that looked kind of like... Yep, yellow energy, but it looks quite pricey. So I don't think we're gonna be able to get that for a while. Can we get the other blue thing though? I do recall him having at least one more of those. Nope, that's still out of our fund racing capabilities. So let's explore this other part of the town. I don't think we've been down here yet. Don't know if we can go in any of these doors. I notice one guy here sitting at a desk of some sort, but we can't seem to be able to interact with him. And only way that seems to lead anywhere is down there at the bottom. Why is my... Oh, I was gonna say, why does my money show up when I approach that guy? Also, I guess I was wrong. It doesn't look like there is anything to do in here. I'm pressing all the buttons that are available to me around this guy, but they don't seem to be doing anything, so I guess I'll excuse myself from this part of town for the time being. And go off exploring elsewhere. gonna be the most fun conversation to read back whenever I do something else with this chat. This stream. I don't think I've seen much down here, if anything. So let's... oh boy. Can we do anything with the blue stuff? I don't think we can. Nope. So let's quickly escape this place and see what's further down. The answer being pots. And a save point, at least. That's nice. So now let's try to find out what's on the right side, the right ledge. Also, I have the feeling that that other blue thing that the guy at the shop is selling has to do with the blue sparklies. Just a hunch. Oh, God. I'm seeing a bit of a problem here. Well, at least I would be if there was like a heart gate around. Oh, well. I was gonna say, how am I gonna get over there, but... But now, even our double jump is more powerful, I guess. That's at the cost of like 20 health that we take as we're hit by the descending block, we get a more powerful double jump. So we've explored this grey area down here. You know what's over here, what's... So there's obviously something we need to do. Wait a minute. How many monies do we have? We don't have enough monies to purchase anything really important yet. We need at least 200 to get the next blue thing. Oh god. Ha! I knew it. This cannon... Oh, I was gonna say it doesn't seem to be doing anything, but I guess... Oh! Okay, wait a minute. That's quite a clever way of showcasing how something works. So if I shoot these things... Okay, that's how that works. I like. So what is awaiting me? Apparently the answer is another save point. And a jungle area in the sky. That makes sense. Oh god. Okay. Left and then both. I see what... But that, you know, figuring out what the pattern is isn't gonna keep me from getting hurt. Oh god. Nope. Thing is still too quickly moving for my reflexes, it seems. We do get another heart upgrade though. Okay, got a similar pattern down here. There we have it. Okay, what does this say? 4 maximum... Well, I figured that out earlier when I was trying to get the no damage speed of spikes run. But thank you very much for that billboard. Oh dear. Hello. Jesus Christ. I know this thing's gonna come down. Yes, and of course it did, and I don't know how I avoided getting hit by that second one, but somehow I did. Okay, I see the pattern here. The middle one Yeah, it's one it shoots and one it doesn't, but then the other ones shoot all the time. Which means that I wasn't able to avoid getting hit by them. And another boss, of course. This isn't gonna go well. Please stay there as I... Nope, of course not. Well, at least it seems to be always stationary in the same place. Oh god, I was trying to jump on it there, but I guess my double jump kinda got in the way. And then I got murdered by the ghosts. Which means I need to move the window again. Which also apparently means I need to redo this whole area, that's nice. Oh, of course. Okay. So what's over here? Okay. Not sure if I'm doing better or worse than last time, but getting through this. I have a feeling I'm gonna get hit by this guy again. Okay, if I approach him... approach him? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, is approaching him while jumping gonna keep me from getting hurt? And I was like, no it isn't. But then, apparently it is. Bit of a problem with getting past the cannons here. I'm noticing. I think the ghost guy is coming up. Still can't figure out how I'm supposed to get to that heart down there, though. So let's try our hand against the undead again. Oh god. Surprised I got hit by the little ghost and not by the big guy that was stationed there. Right, got 2 hits in. I don't know how many hits it's gonna take to beat this guy, but I intend to find out. Oh, this might be the last hit, judging from the music. Yep, apparently it was. So that's one more whimsical enemy down. I hope we can get to a save point soon. Oh boy, I sure hope so. Well, I'm not sure if... I'm gonna go ahead and get that heart before I hit that button. Okay, now what does this do? Oh. Well, of course. I'm not sure why that wasn't just out there to begin with, but... Can we keep climbing up here? Yes, we can. I have the feeling some people don't get this, judging from the fact that there's something useful up here. I don't know what good ducking is going to do us at this point, but I have the suspicion that now that we're able to get up here, we might be able to get that heart up there. Or maybe that was just wishful thinking. Maybe. Oh well, should be an easy way to get back. Also, apparently, I guess it makes kind of makes sense that the game didn't register that I had gotten that, since I only got it during my first climb of the mountain. Oh god, I didn't realize there would be a boss in here. Okay, seems like a fairly simple pattern this guy has. Oh, never mind, he's changed it up. So now I guess it does make sense that he would change it up after each time he gets hit. Oh god. So with any luck, it should be, in fact, the last hit. Don't know how much this rock thing is gonna go on for, though. Okay, but I still got hit by the big rock. Not that it matters now that he's dead, but still. Let's see what we got for our troubles. And also I think we can buy the next blue thing at the village shop now. We can now stick to the bottoms of blocks by holding jump. That's gonna come in handy, I imagine. But now we need to climb back up there if we are to... Hello? There we go. If we are to teleport back up to the save point that's at the top of the mountain. Because I still want to get that heart hidden in the wall, and I have a feeling that since going outside the boundaries wasn't the way to go. We can't just go back down there. It's gonna be hidden in one of the passageways. Oh boy. Oh well. That little nooks that the cannons are in. That's what I meant to say, not passageways. So let's take this trek once more, this time with the express only purpose of getting that heart. Let's see if I can use my previously rejected stratagem of getting past this guy. It only half worked. Hello? Oh, of course he didn't jump full height that time. Well, this little nook doesn't give any good results. Can't help but notice too that this game lags on occasion. Oh, there we go. So I guess my hunch was right. Of course, he didn't double jump at the time. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to die before I get to the safe point? Yes, one more hit and I'm dead. Of course. There we go. So I guess I didn't get the heart after all. But why not? I'm going to try one more time, because I'm persistent. But I'm going to climb up here first, just for the sole purpose of avoiding that first cannon that shoots down. So it's time for trekking one more time. I hope you're excited. Of course. What? Egg, what are you doing? Didn't realize I could clear the distance with one jump. Wasn't even holding down the jump button that time, but... Of course. And not only once, but twice. So let's see if we can not get killed this time. Apparently we can. So back up the mountain we go. See what else we can do to get more beautiful rock thingies. So I guess we're gonna take this path again. See if there's anything we missed before that we can get now due to our enhanced ability to move and survive. Of course I got hit by that. I'm just assuming that it's pretty much inevitable to not get hit by those things. And I recall there was one thing here that I couldn't get before because I didn't know that you could do... you could shoot the blue things to make them solid. But I'm gonna try to get that now. Of course I didn't get that time, but I get one more chance right now, I suppose. Okay. So we get another health upgrade. Don't know what our max health is now. It's probably more than we currently have due to us getting hurt while trying to get that. I suppose we'll find out now since there is a save point down here. Oops. 210, not bad. And we do have monies, so we must keep the Khaled race pure. I'm only half paying attention to the chat at this point. Honestly, I'm seeing some mention of eugenics after one of Bern's walls of text, so I'm not really wanting to pay attention at this point. Let's just find out what this thing is, and 5 shots now travel further. I could have used this 2 minutes ago, but not anymore. 5 shots. I guess we could go back over this way and see if there's anything else we can get in this area. I don't think we can though, since the only things that we have, the only part of this area that we know of that we haven't explored are the ones with the yellow energy, and we need a lot more money if we want to make use of that. And if we go over this way, we met the puzzle guy, but we already dealt with him. And we can't go any further in that direction. I honestly do not know if there's a can do right now that doesn't involve just grinding for money. As I said before, I never finished this game. I'm pretty sure the playthrough I'm doing right now is the farthest I've ever gotten in it. We still can't get to the top of this platform. I can get money from these spots though. Very little of that for what that's worth. And we can climb up here. I guess we do have one more area that we haven't previously explored. With this guy, I don't know what the deal is, but there was a similar character at another part of the game, you know, blocking with a golden gate like that, but I also didn't know what to do with that guy. I am sure the snails are thrilled to have us back though, what with our genocidal tendencies towards them. Ooh, I see a little passageway over there on the right. maybe we can reach that with our new jumping skills, or maybe we can't. Maybe I was just being reckless. Oh, fucking hell. I don't know what I'm laughing at, either. Yeah, gun culture, I don't know what to say to that. Pretty much no comments, because I have no means of confirmation that I have ever possessed the means to handle a real-life firearm. And I guess there's a technicality that I've mentioned a few times. Okay, wait a minute. I think we can actually conceivably grind money on this part of the... Let's see, we had 42. We have 53 now. Well, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna be doing for the next small while as I try to pay attention to the chat. And I don't know why, since the chat isn't exactly being a fountain of optimism right now, as if it ever is. I thought that was a good place to grind, but the harvest doesn't seem to be quite as good now. Let's see if I can get to at least 100 while I'm here. We do have the power up that it's supposed to make us get more money from breaking pots, though. Why not get your wings from the bat statue? I actually don't know what that's about. I don't know what just happened, but apparently I can climb up. Didn't realize that was a thing that could happen, but I guess now I do. When I almost lost my green money there, that would have been tragic. Oh dear. The egg is cracking, and now we're no longer an egg, but one of those creatures from the town. I guess that makes sense. And now we get a slightly spiffier animation when we double jump. Yeah, like I mentioned a few times, I'm pretty sure this is the farthest I've ever gotten in this game, so... Not sure what else we can do now that we have this non-egg constrained form, though. I have a feeling I don't want to address a number of the things that are going on in the chat right now. We've been up here. We've been up here in the Sky Town. I guess what I kind of want to do right now is just try to get all the money that I need for the purposes of getting the yellow energy power up, which is a lot. I could buy quite a few hard upgrades with the money I currently have, I think, but I do want to save up for whatever that yellow thing is, since Hello? Since that seems like the thing that I need to continue the actual gameplay. The actual required parts of the game. Okay, wait a minute. I'm not clicking on it yet, but am I to assume that there's some sort of connection going on between Nipponichi and Danganronpa? Because this is not something that I know about. Not that I follow either of those things very closely, but I did like the first Danganronpa game. Which I got through completely kosher means. And with some fact that cannot be proven otherwise. Oh, I saw NIS and I assumed Nipponichi, but that might not have been it. I don't recall though the pseudo scandal that happened in Something Awful with Slow Beef and Company, which I think I don't have all the details from what I kind of gleaned from it. What it basically boiled down to was there was a person or a group of people, not sure which, on the Something Awful forums doing a let's play of the original Japanese version of Danganronpa and providing a translation as they play the game. And apparently some people thought that was like the best translation. But there was also an independent team which had nothing to do with that, making a playable translation that could be patched to the ISO of the game, which I may or may not have used at some point. And apparently the people from Something Awful thought their translation was much better and they hated the other one. At least that's how I perceived it. I know that Slow Beef had some real beef with the term Super Duper, what was it, Super Duper High School Luckster, as opposed to whatever the other one was. I actually don't know. And he didn't like the fact that they kept the name of the school the same instead of translating it. This is based entirely on like rumors and the couple of Retro Prey videos they made of the guy playing the other translation, the one that wasn't Something Awful, with DJB and Lotax, I think. In which it was one of those sort of rare Retro Preys where they mock not only the person playing the game, but the game itself. I don't know since when kids can shoot at 4 years old, but you know, where I live, people don't particularly pride themselves on anything to do with firearms, so... And there's no real sort of collective outlook that says you have to own a firearm or have anything to do with one. So at least that's something. Oh boy. I can't wait to find out what's coming up next. That's interesting. To have residence. Well, that's one more reason to stay away from the south, I guess. Could add that to the bucket list. I don't know why I said bucket list. I think that's a completely different thing. That's like a list of things you want to do, not a list of reasons to do or not to do something. Which is what I was trying to say. Oh boy. April 2013, no one is required to buy one if they don't have one, blah blah blah. Convicted felons are exempt. Well, that's a relief. I'm sure that helps everyone sleep at night. You know, feeling perfectly at ease about the place they live in. I'm so relieved that there's a deadly weapon in my house. Well, letting children use a gun is one thing that I don't know why I said in that context. Letting children use a gun is not a good thing. But there are other means in which to allow ridiculous liberties to children and have them endanger other people, like... my dad, who's like an archaeologist, he has to travel out into the country often to, like... well, do the first-hand thing with the people that live there, because oftentimes when there's new projects that he has to explore over there, they happen to be located on those people's land, so he has to deal with them directly. So I've noticed a common thing in a lot of those communities, those way out in the middle of nowhere, sort of agricultural, tiny communities. It's a pretty common thing for the people who live there to allow the fucking 5-year-old children to start driving at that age, since apparently the reasoning is that since there's no one around, there's nothing but flatlands all over the place, it's perfectly fine to let the fucking 5-year-old child take the wheel of a car. And of course, since there's no fucking policemen that are going to scour the countryside gonna be looking for them, and there's no other sort of law enforcement measure, that's perfectly fine. So that's a common thing. Also, if anyone cares, only 50 more of these things until we can afford the thing that I've been wanting. I think it costs like 419 anyway. And also, I seem to be having some problems with a reflux of some sort. I don't know. I don't think I've followed any stories being related to of shootings and horrible incidents being attributed to video games for a long time now. And also you have Project Setsubo, the one that I may or may not have used to experience the Danganronpa thing. I don't think Danganronpa 1 at least ever got an actual official release, like on the PSP that was an official English translation. I know there was an official translation that was released on the iPhone and such, but I don't think there was ever one on the PSP, which was the console that it was made for. Yeah, the chat does seem to have the depressing syndrome tonight. Not sure what spurred that on, but it has been talking about this for a long time now. Also, I think we can afford the thing now. Just gonna get the last batch of this stuff, and there we go. Back to the Skytone it is. You know, I was reading an article last week about plague and similar stuff in the Middle Ages, or the late Middle Ages and the Renaissance, and all the horrible stigmas that they carried with them. The dehumanization of... Okay, wait, we can talk to this guy. Is that right? Yeah, apparently we can talk to that guy about... Oh wait, we can talk to everyone now that we're out of the egg, I guess. So I have the feeling that's gonna be important. But for now, let me see if we can finally get this thing. No, actually get the thing. Don't back out of the thing. And you know, it's not terribly different. We got the gold orb, the mysterious gold orb. I have a feeling I already know what that's for, but... Ooh, someone's selling a house on the other side. Too bad we already spent all of our money. Sleeping all the time, like the scout down here, you mean? Do you leave Skytown? Apparently we're exceptional because of the fact that we haven't been here all of our life. Away all my crystals. Oh god. I don't know if you can see this, but there's something a bit distressing going on with the game window. And it doesn't look like it's going to get better. Yeah, I have the feeling when I have to restart this. Yep, it's not responding, so... I sure hope that it actually saved my progress. Because I'm gonna have to start this one more time. I sure hope the Windows Explorer doesn't crash while I'm trying to restart this. That happened last time, I think. Well, not that it's really relevant, but we're only 20% done with this. That I don't know what to think of that. But if I'm right, we have all the money. Yes, so we need to go back to the Skytown so that we can buy the yellow thing again. Pretty sure I'm the only person I know in real life that knows anything about Danganronpa. Pretty much don't talk about video games with other people physically, since I have no guarantee that they'll know anything about it. Hello. So this time let's try to not have the game crash while we're exploring the underside. I think we're trying to talk to this guy. Yep, and then crystal gambling, blackjack. Yeah, no thank you very much. Don't even think I have enough to place a bet right now. Magic door, yeah, I've already encountered those doors. They're a pain in the ass because they're always after this ridiculous obstacle course that you have to do over and over again in order to avoid getting hurt at all. Oh, well, that's a bit weird. He's only asking 20 crystals for it. We can get that. But of course we don't have it right now, so we're gonna have to come back later. Oh dear lord. So I guess what we're gonna do for now is... No one has ever gone down there. Oh. I touched the yellow thing, but I don't know what I was supposed to do with it. I'm just going to assume though that whatever I'm supposed to do with that thing I can already do since I have the yellow crystal. I think. Status. Apparently there's 17 bosses in the game. I'm assuming that's what that is. And we need 10 more yellow thingies. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. So yes. All the blue abilities. Can we do anything with these things yet? I guess not. Maybe if I try different buttons. Nope, they do nothing. So I'm just assuming that I need to get the rest of the yellow thingies before I can do anything with this sparkly things. So it's off. It's back up to this place, I guess, to grind for a little longer, so that I can afford to buy the house of that guy. So the pressing topics are ahoy. Oops. I'm not even paying attention to the game window now. Oh, Jesus. I have the feeling if I somehow get to 25%, for example, I'm gonna switch to a different thingy since, okay, we have 20. I'm really getting kind of lost in this game. I seriously don't know where the entire game experience is leading, but I'll try to keep this going for a little longer. Well, for now, at least I know that I can buy the house from the guy, so... Sounds fair. So I guess now we own this place. Not sure what that entails. Oh. Well, apparently nothing, but there is a shop upstairs. I'm guessing we need to go there. See what's in here. A timekeeper. A figure of Ogmo from Jumper, which is apparently a stuff abomination. All of this stuff is really cheap, wow. I guess we're gonna buy this thing for now. Now we own this thing, so it should be in our house. Yeah. And now there's more stuff for sale. I have the feeling we're gonna need something from here, like the timekeeping thing. Is that the actual time? That looks like the time that it is where I am right now, 10:20, yeah. So I'm guessing the clock hands on this thing tell the actual time, according to the computer. But even though I honestly don't know what the purpose of having done that is. And it looks like in order to get the rest of that stuff, I'm gonna have to do a bit more grinding. So you know what, I think it's time for a change of pace. Hello? Okay, I guess I can't... well, if I restart from last save, it'll just pop up here. Because apparently this game doesn't let you quit by pressing the red X in the corner.